I want to tell you a story about the first time I asked for help and how it changed my life. I remember sitting on the fields of Jonathan Law High School the night of June 16th, 2012. The moment I'd been waiting for, finally upon me. I was sixth in my class, an honors and AP student involved in my community, editor of the school newspaper, a picture-perfect student, doing all the right things. I was headed to Boston, Northeastern University, to pursue a degree in journalism. My teachers and peers were always raving about my name under highlights and headlines, perhaps holding a Pulitzer a few years down the line. They always upheld the glowing expectation of Alexis Christie to be a lawyer or a doctor, possibly a professor, to do something big, something huge. But what they never knew was the girl inside me, splitting herself in half. By junior year of high school, my parents' 20-year abusive relationship had taken a turn for the worst. I remember sleeping on the floor during midterms, packing up the only home I had ever known, uprooting my life at the age of 16, and watching my father take everything from us. Thinking to myself, there's no time to grieve. You just need to graduate. By senior year, everything was gone. My home, my dignity, my will to live even. And in its place, bulimia. The green dress I wore at graduation falling off my shoulders, and no one had known why. No one had asked. When I hadn't eaten in 3 months, no one questioned how Alexis Christie was going to do it. Hell, even I thought I'd moved 200 miles away and life would fix itself. They don't teach you about the nature of addiction in high school. They don't tell you what it will be like when the mat is ripped from under your feet by the ones that you love, or what it's like to do it on your own. I knew that if any part of me wanted to live, I could not stay at Northeastern. When I came back home, it did not dissipate. My mother was angry, grieving, struggling. I was angry, grieving, struggling, confused, and mostly overwhelmingly disappointed with myself. Overcoming was a long road. They all judged me for leaving school, so I judged me too. It took years, moments, milestones, trying jobs that didn't fit, looking in places that couldn't replace what was stirring so wildly inside of me. And then it happened. The desire to know my own soul beyond my body, existing as I was because that was enough, despite what had happened to me. I asked for help. I admitted to myself, as hard as it was, I could not do it alone, and that was okay. I grew to accept the human in me as I had done so easily in everyone else. I learned more things about myself than a college lecture hall could teach me, and that in life, nothing is ever what it seems, only what it is. Asking for help saved my life. In fact, it totally transformed it. I realized not everything in life was linear, especially not healing. I realized no two journeys were the same, that there was no real finish line to race to or glowing expectations to meet in order to just be me. I beat bulimia. On a hot day in June, 3 years later, I forgave my father. And in place of depression and anger, I met empathy. If I had never left Boston, I might not be speaking here today. But more importantly, if I had never asked for the love and acceptance and support of a fellow human, my life would not be what it is right now. Today, I know I am bigger than bulimia. I am bigger than the titles they'd given me that made me feel small. Today, I know I can make a difference because the difference always starts with you. I never forgot about the school newspaper or the music column I wrote that set my soul on fire. But when I sat down to write again, I knew there were more important things to tell, to teach. Asking for help led me here, to the stirring I could not silence, the desire to know my own soul, the desire to teach what they never taught me. Today, I am motivated by the thought of destigmatizing mental health, asking people where it hurts most, and loving them a little harder for it. A student of life, becoming a human services professional. I don't get headlines or highlights for that, and that's okay. Asking for help saved my life because I am the Alexis Christie today that can change the world because she changed her life. Thank you.